You might scorn me deeply for this, but it appears that the prisoner at Deep Scorn Hollow is immortal. As you can see from the crosshair, its crown, which means he's immortal and he cannot be woken, which means he's the perfect target for weapons training. Oh, he wakes? Strange. But weapons training also means armor training. So I will get a lot of training out of this guy. That's all I wanted to say in this short message. I did get to mastery of alteration. So the next thing to hit perk point or threshold or milestone is actually restoration. I am now master of restoration, which I did because I wanted to level up, which I did because I wanted to do two things. One, oh, this bed is belonging to the prisoner. I wanted to be able to get more, what's it called? Training in the annoying skills, mercantile and security mostly, though no, I probably won't do armor. The second thing is I wanted to increase my strength and dexterity, since I did train a lot of hand-to-hand, blunt and archery, which should give me points towards those two attributes. But where is my bed? I guess this is sort of bed. So sleep for 10 hours and let's see what I can get. Agility, oh, it's agility, not dexterity, so agility, strength, and personality, I guess. Okay. Before I level up next, I'd better get some trainer training, but that's it for this bit. Dark Minion has failed his task? Okay. I did send him to murder someone, I think. So, I guess he failed at murder. Can I talk to him or is he dead? Is he my aluminium? Well, I guess he's my dead aluminium. Oh, are these... No, these are steel arrows, not iron. But whatever. Painting. And the victim chest is empty because the dark minion failed at victimizing someone. I guess that's actually it for this bit. So I have reached 50 marksman skill. So when I hold hold block with arrow knocked, I focus my vision. Let's see what. And yet I hit him in the shoulder when I was aiming at the back of his skull. Well, that's weird. Anyway, back to grind. My hand-to-hand has reached 50. Thick calluses cover my knuckles and joints from long hours of punching and kicking. Mostly punching, though. At long last, I am journeyman. My sidestep power attack now has a chance of disarming. Nice. But this guy doesn't have any arms. I mean, he has 2 arms. He doesn't have any weapons. Other than the thousands of arrows in him, which I can't take back. Because I cannot wake him, and apparently looting the arrows I've shot into him would be waking him. So, I have become an expert in acrobatics while farming other experience. And now it costs half as much fatigue to jump. But I was just running around looking for chests, such as this one. I've already looked into this torn sack, not that it matters too much, but there was tobacco rather than grain in it. I have reached level 47, the final one. Sadly, I am at endurance 89, not 90, so I don't get plus 9 HP, but only plus 8 max HP, but yeah. Maxed out strength. Maxed out intelligence. Sadly not maxed out. Well, maxed out willpower, yes, but not 110, just 100. Not that it matters that badly. Agility and personality are maxed out. Luck isn't, and neither is speed nor endurance. Hello, and welcome to episode 172 of Oblivion. I filled this guy with so many arrows that they probably outweigh him by now. I've even employed autoclicker to use weapons for me, because those were literally thousands, perhaps tens of thousands of clicks that would have been needed. And I couldn't effectively do that for other things than weapon training, so there is that too. So I only use it for weapons. Anyway, my skills are now all at least 70, except for the armor skills, which I am not going to train. And I should have really started my timer already. Here it is. So, I just realized I don't have the file which tells me where each quest starts. Opened. Next up is armor, actually. At Fire and Steel in Coral. I forgot I haven't done armor. So, what time is it? 12:59 PM, which is noon, not midnight. I would have expected it to be midnight, by the way, because 12 PM should come after 11 PM, not before 1 PM. So, run, my super horse, run! All the way to Coral? Oh, this is the wrong targeting. Coral is the northwest town, I think. So, let's go. That's some long loading. This is Fire and Steel. The best thing to invoke when going to combat. Hello, Rashida.
I hope I can help.
Well, perhaps you can. Do you know about someone who can train me better in armor?
The only way you're going to learn anything new now is by doing it yourself, or talking to Gimwalm. I'd suggest doing it by yourself.
Okay, who's Ginwolm?
But if you're dead set on it, head to the best defense in the Imperial City. He's a smith there, and might be persuaded to train you.
Okay.
Good day.
Evil Knight. Ginwolm of the best defense. Well, I suppose he's good at repairing stuff, so pretty good at defending, I guess. His name also sounds Argonian, but a... how to say it? Black Marsh Argonian rather than Imperial Argonian. The difference being that Black Marsh Argonians still have names that aren't easily understood, while Imperial Argonians have names easily understood in the Empire in Manish. I don't know what's the official name of the language. Anyway, Ginwolm is supposedly outside, right in front of me. Here you are.
Can I help you?
Can you train me?
Mighty bold of you, asking for training. What makes you think you're worth my time? I bet you don't know the first thing about smithing. Have you read up on the history of the craft? I doubt it. You answer a simple question, and I'll think about training you. So, here it is. What does the name Hazadir mean to you?
Nothing, as of yet.
Can't say I'm surprised. Few recognize the name anymore, even though he was famous. Had a book written about him, in fact. I don't have a copy myself, but there was one in first edition last time I was browsing there. At least some people take an interest in history.
I take an interest in killing. So, let's see whether the first edition has book on Hazardous Hazadir. I know that the book's name is An Armorer's Challenge, but where is the first edition? There.
Have you seen Othralos moving around? It's like he sometimes just disappears.
He's a sneaky one.
And what about the cool snow? Do you want to walk on that, Dashid? Hello, Vanin. So, do you have the armor's
I'm honored
challenge?
to speak to the champion of Cyrodiil. What do you need?
A book?
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
You have a novice Arabic? Why? Here, this is the book I want. Let's see if I can haggle him down a bit. Like a hag.
Thank you
Okay.
for your business.
And let's read it, since it's a quest
You
book.
too.
I've got too many keys. And none of them are bets. An armor skill book, in fact. 300 years ago, when Kataria became Empress, the first and only Dunmer to rule all of Tamriel, she faced opposition from the Imperial Council. Even after she convinced them that she would be the best regent to rule the Empire, while her husband Pelagius sought treatment for his madness, there was still conflict. In particular, from Duke Van Getop, Thane Miglumire, who took a personal delight in exposing all of the Empress's lack of practical knowledge. In this particular instance, Kataria and the council were discussing the unrest in Black Marsh and the massacre of the Imperial troops outside the village of Armanias. The sudden swampland and the sweltering climate, particularly in summertide, would endanger the troops if they wore their usual armor. I know a very clever armorer, said Kataria. His name is Hadasadir, an Argonian who knows the environment our army will be facing. I knew him in Vivek, where he was a slave to the master armorer there, before he moved to the Imperial City as a freedman. We should have him design the weaponry and armor for the campaign. Miglumire gave a short and barking laugh. He wants a slave to design the armor and weaponry for our troops. Cyrus Sacus is the finest armor in the Imperial City. Everyone knows that. After much debate, it was finally decided to have both armors contend for the commission. The council also elected 2 champions of equal power and prowess, Nandor Bereid and Raphalas Eul, to battle using the arms and armaments of the real competitors in the struggle. Whichever champion won, the armor who supplied him would earn the Imperial Commission. It was decided that Bereid would be outfitted by Hazadir and Yule by Sacus. The fight was scheduled to commence in 7 days. Cyrus Sacus began work immediately. He would have preferred more time, but he recognized the nature of the test. The situation in Armanias was urgent. The Empire had to select their armor quickly, and once selected, the preferred armor had to act swiftly to produce and make the finest weapons and armor for the Imperial Army in Black March. It wasn't just the best armor they were looking for, it was the most efficient. Sacus had only begun steaming the half-inch strips of black virgin oak to bend into bands for the flanges of the armor joints when there was a knock on his door. His assistant, Fundius, ushered in the visitor. It was a tall reptilian of common markings, a dull green-fringed hood, bright black eyes, that's strange, and a dull brown cloak. It was Hazadir, Kataria's preferred armor. I wanted to wish you the best of luck on the... Is that ebony? It was indeed. Sacus had bought the finest quality ebony weave available in the Imperial City as soon as he heard of the competition and had begun the process of smelting it. Normally, it was 6-month procedure refining the ore, but he hoped that a massive convection oven stoked by white flames born of Magicka would shorten the operation to 3 days. Sacus proudly pointed out the other advancement in his armor, the acidic lime pools to sharpen the blade of the daikatana to an unimaginable degree of sharpness. The Akaviri forge and tongs he would use to fold the ebony back and forth upon itself. Hazadir laughed. Have you been to my armory? It's 2 tiny smoke-filled rooms. The front is a shop. The back is filled with the broken armors, some hammers, and a forge. That's it. That's your competition for the millions of gold pieces in Imperial Commission. I am sure the Empress has some reason to trust you to outfit her troops, said Cyrus Sacus kindly. He had, after all, seen the shop and knew that what Hazadir said was true. It was a pathetic workshop in the slums, fit only for the lowliest of adventurers to get their iron daggers and cuirasses repaired. Sacus had decided to make the best quality regardless of the inferiority of his rival. It was his way and how he became the best armor in the Imperial City. Out of kindness, and more than a bit of pride, Sacus showed Hazadir how, by contrast, things should be done in a real professional armory. The Argonian acted as an apprentice to Sacus, helping him refine the ebony ore and to pound it and fold it when it cooled. Over the next several days, they worked together to create a beautiful daikatana with an edge honed sharp enough to trim a mosquito's eyebrows, enchanted with flames along its edge by one of the Imperial battle mages, as well as a suit of armor of bound wood, leather, and silver, and ebony to resist the winds of Oblivion. Really? Also, I wouldn't do that in Sacus' place because Hazadir could sabotage the armor. On the day of the battle, Sacus, Hazadir, and Fundius finished polishing the armor and brought in Raphalos Eul for the fitting. Hazadir left only then, realizing that Nandor Bereid would be at his shop shortly to be outfitted. The 2 warriors met before the Empress and Imperial Council in the arena, which had been flooded slightly to simulate the swampy conditions of Black Marsh. From the moment Sacus saw Eul in his suit of heavy ebony and blazing daikatana, and Bereid in his collection of rusted lizard scales and spear from Hazadir's shop, he knew who would win. And he was right. The first blow from the daikatana lodged in Bereid's soft shield, and there was no metal trim to deflect it. Before Yule could pull his sword back, Braid let go of the now flaming shield, still stuck in the sword, and poked at the joints of Yule's ebony armor with the spear. Yule finally retrieved his sword from the ruined shield and slashed at Braid, but his light armor was scaled and angled, and the attacks rolled off into the water, extinguishing the katana's flames. That's not how things work. Magical flames do not get extinguished in water. At least not in this game. And not in Morrowind either. When Barret struck at Yule's feet, he fell into the churned mud and was unable to move. The Empress, out of mercy, called a victor, which she shouldn't really do when the victor is her preferred combatant. In such case, it's sort of unfair. Hazadir received the commission, and thanks to his knowledge of Argonian battle tactics and weaponry, and how best to combat them, he designed implements of war that brought down the insurrection in Armenia. Kataria won the respect of the council, and even, crushingly, that of Thane Miglumire. Syracuse Salcus went to Morrowind to learn what Hazadir learned there, and was never heard from again, because he was eaten by the Netch. Or cliff erasers. Perhaps both. Anyway, now I know who Hazadir was, and I can tell it to the other guy. What's his name?
Yes.
Dim Wong? No, surely not Dim Wong, but
Can I
Din
help
Wong.
you?
Yeah, I know who Hazadir is.
We'll try again, I suppose. What does the name Hazadir mean to you?
A smith.
Well, well. So you do know a thing or two. Hazadir was my great-great-grandsire's sister's son. Bet you didn't know that.
So, sort of uncle?
All right. You're not hopeless. You want training? I'll train you.
Okay, but I don't really need the training. Bye. Okay, what's the next quest? Hopefully it doesn't require as much reading. Well, I know it doesn't. This was the only one that does. And it doesn't actually require the reading. You can just open and close the book, but that would look stupid. Okay, Blunt. And this one is given by Azan
Farewell.
of the Anvil Fighters Guild. Okay, so fast travel to the stables. And then horse all the way to the anvil. Now that I have a smith to train me in smithing. Okay, yeah, that is the correct spell. Instead of the Empress calling the victor when it was her preferred combatant, it should have been till incapacitation or tap out. Okay, Azan!
You are the toast of Anvil, my friend. It may be only a temporary respite, but everyone feels better with that gate closed.
Please don't eat me. Instead, train me with blunt weapons.
I've heard tales of a woman who used a blunt weapon in horrible ways people had never seen. Irene Metric, I think her name was. If she's not in prison, you might try searching the Imperial City for her. Maybe you can convince her to teach you what she knows.
Okay, I've just been to the Imperial City. Do you know where exactly she would be?
Look for Irene Metric in the Imperial City. She can do some amazing things with a weapon in her hand.
Okay, but first I will sleep in my
Don't
house. Because it's getting late. Okay, I know that my bed is upstairs somehow. Also, no, it's not the correct spell. I want light. Okay, till morning, which will be 12 hours, is good. Okay. Now let's see. This metric Irene. How many metric tons does she weigh? Probably less than 1. Probably she weighs less than 100 kilos. Oh, Maik! Maik the liar!
Maik knows much, tells some. Maik knows many things others do not.
What secrets do you know, Maik?
They say a thief actually stole one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Library. Who would have thought it was even possible?
I thought so. Because I did it.
Good day.
Nobody's going to believe Maik the liar when he says the champion of Cyrodiil stole the scroll. I mean, he is called the liar after all. Anyway, my compass tells me that the Irene metric is in the Elven's Gardens.
Speak.
I shall disdain. Okay, this is sweet. I don't... Oh, now it's separated. She has her own house. Okay. Not very hard to find then. Okay, where are you?
I'm Irene Metric. If you needed to know more, you'd already know.
I know you're good at the bashing people.
You've got quite a past, don't you? Left some bloody trails. You tell yourself they all deserved it, right?
Oh no. I don't.
With a body count like that on your head, you're my kind of person. You want training? Fine by me. Be sure and put it to good use.
So, what's her requirement? I don't really know. Anyway, thanks. Bye.
Good day.
Evil Knight. Okay. I can't receive any more training anyway. I've already trained 5 levels of Mercantile this level. And I can't get any more levels. Ever. Okay, next one is Hand to Hand. And that's given by Rakanar in Castle Chedinol. Rakanar sounds like a Kashid name. Let's see him. Or her. Because I have no idea what gender they are. Okay. And I am fairly certain they will not train me directly. They will just tell me who would train me. Okay.
Yes, any time now. Go take your break. It's about time.
The Grey Fox protects you.
The Grey Fox detects you.
As I live and breathe, the Grey Fox. It's an honor.
It is. Now tell me, would you train me in punching people?
I can't teach you anything more. You'll need to train with the best, and the best I know of is Helvius Cisia. If you can get him to agree to it. He lives in Bruma. You should look for him there.
Well, time for me to go vroom vroom then.
Well.
Goodbye. Okay, the exit is that way. Bye.
Say it.
I said it. Bye.
Ah!
I was hoping I'd get to click the door before I fell onto the ground, thus avoiding the fall damage. because I would have been placed
Go ahead.
unmoving in front of the door here. And now I have to get the proper thing back. Also, I should put on the proper hood now, because I took it off when I put on the grey cowl. Okay, vroom vrooming to broom. Valus or deal? No. No, I am confused. That's the next quest alphabetical, but I already did. No, I didn't, and I will
Fighting
not
citizen.
do hand to hand. No, this is someone else. Helvius Sicila. Both are Imperials.
A pleasure to see you.
Hello.
You wear the shadows well, fellow thief.
Or is he Blaton? Anyway, I heard you can train me.
Training, eh? The real question is, can you fight?
I've killed many people, as has Irene Metric already noted.
You know, throw a good punch. Can you? I'd like to find out if I'm going to spend time working with you. So you up for a sparring match?
Just be careful not
I'll
to
make
die.
it easy on you. I won't throw a single punch. I just want to see what you've got anyway. So is it a deal?
I can punch you, but be careful not to die.
If I see you reach for a weapon, I'm calling it off. And if you can actually hurt me, I'll tell you to stop. If this goes on for too long, and I get bored, I'll stop you. Now, show me what you've got. Hey! What did I tell you about weapons? That's it. We're done.
I was about to put it away when you shouted at me.
So, how about it? Are you ready to fight now?
Yes?
The offer still stands. You show me how well you can punch, and I'll think about training you. What do you say?
I say okay.
Okay, if I see you reach for a weapon, if this goes on for too long...
Okay, prepare to get punched.
Ha! 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 Ah! Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, you've definitely got some potential. I'll teach you what I know.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Shadow hide you.
Bye. And he isn't Jon Snow. And may know something.
Say it. You
Okay.
have the hands
What's
of a
next?
healer.
And what's actually next is Marksman in Anvil. One Pinarus Inventius. He invents stuff. Okay, there is the stable. And since that thing will probably be... Since an elven bow will be probably hard to acquire after I officially discover I need it, I should try buying it in the weapon store here, if they even sell it. Because yeah, for the next one I need an elven bow. Or elvish bow? No, it's officially called elven bow. Hey, do you have
It's
elven
my
bow?
pleasure. Please continue. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
You may. But you don't have what I am looking for.
You too.
What about you?
Any friend of Martin's is a friend of mine. How can I help you?
You don't even sell stuff?
You too.
What about
That's
this
good
guy?
I'm not easily impressed.
So don't be. Nobody
Farewell.
sells elven bows. I know I can take them... No, I can't take them off bandits. They usually have glass bows. Okay. Pinarus Inventius has a house somewhere here. Behind the portly, found arms, and only his arms, not his other body parts. Oh, this one. Oh, I don't want to pick it. I mean, I could. I don't want to. This is not from the front. Oh, the back isn't even locked. Okay. Do we have a pine tree in here? No. What does it say? Light iron shield. Okay. Potion of detect life. Azura's box. No, Azura and the box. Note. Oh. Some potion recipe. Where is Pinaro's inventions? And what did he invent? Pizza? Oh, imagine if he did actually invent pizza. Are you Pinaros? No, you are Akashid. What about you?
Look at the muscles on you.
Greetings to you.
Beladus, you're the Brady one. Gogan, I know who that guy is. Philweave. Count's arms. Perhaps Pinaros is in the arms of the Count.
You're a sneaky-looking sort.
Am I? That's not good for being sneaky though. No, seriously, if you look sneaky, then you're probably not good at sneaking because everyone knows you're sneaky. So they will be careful. The best thing for sneaking is not looking sneaky. Oh, I ran a class house and the end of the timer. But I want to find
How
Pinaros
nice to see you
and
again.
pin him to the wall with an arrow to the knee. Or an arrow to his knees. But that would probably not pin him to a wall. Oh, perhaps he's at the docks? Or he's outside.
Good tidings,
Oh.
citizen.
You have a Daedric shield and orcish armor?
Good day.
Okay, I heard you can train me.
There's only one last thing I can say about marksman training. If you want to be the best, you have to learn from the best.
What if I want to be the beast?
And the best I've ever seen is an archer named Alwyn. Not sure where she is now. Last I heard, she had a camp east of Anvil, out in the forest.
I know I saw her at some point. But I will go meet her
day.
in the next episode. After I sleep again in my house. See you then. Goodbye.